Hello everyone and welcome back into another video. Today we're back in Warframe and I wanted to showcase my Inaros build because he is my most played Warframe. Like my most played Warframe, even like normal Inaros still has the most percentage out of all my frames, and Inaros Prime is in second place, so yeah. He has been a very good companion of mine, carried me through many missions, so yeah, it's about time I release a build video for him. So yeah, let's get into the build. Okay, as always, we have Archon Shards. I am just using 4 Tau Forged Blue Archon Shards. Those are for more health and more armor, and I do have 1 green shard that gives me 3 more stacks of corrosive, because whenever we get those status changes, corrosive might be actually pretty cool, and not stripping enemies armor completely might also be nice because of the changes they're making and the fact that not armor stripping is gonna be viable as well. Anyway, let's have a look at the build. First of all, corrosive projection, very basic aura, just gets rid of 80% of the enemy's armor, works on everything, it's just there, it's nice to have it. Excuse mode, I am using Prime Sure-Footed. As I said in my Chroma video, you can replace it with Handspring. They are similar. Of course, Prime Sure-Footed is better, but it will take a while to unlock it. So in the meantime, use Handspring that adds 160% faster knockdown recovery. So whenever you're down, it takes like half a second to get back on your feet. Then we're using all the Umbra mods. That requires 3 Umbra 4 mods, but I think it's worth it on him. Then we're using adaptation for more survivability, overextended to increase our range by 90%. The reduced ability strength doesn't really matter because we have Molt Augmented that basically negates that. Hunter Adrenaline, it's our way to get back energy because enemies will shoot at us. We will out-heal their damage, and there we go, we just get free energy. Amazing. We have Blind Rage for more ability strength. We get free energy all the time, so efficiency doesn't really matter to us. And finally, we have Elemental Sandstorm. This is the core of the build. This makes the build fun and interesting, mostly because it does increase our ability range by 50% just by equipping the mod. So our range becomes actually usable, and we can pull enemies from further away. And the other part of the mod says that it will apply the damage types that are on our melee to the Sandstorm, and that means that our Sandstorm will also be able to deal those types of damage, and that is pretty cool because we can now build our melee to deal more slash damage, and that way our Elemental Sandstorm will also deal more elemental damage, that is slash, and that will take care of mostly all the trash enemies and deal a good amount of damage to the higher priority targets like heavy gunners, bombards, all your heavy units. So that's how it works. We just use our Sandstorm, which by the way makes you immortal or immune to damage and anything else in the game while you're using it. So if you're using Sandstorm, you cannot die in any way. You actually heal per enemy you're hitting. It's pretty cool. You also have an 18-meter radius pull, so you just pull all the enemies in those 18 meters while applying slash, and the status chance being 215%, it means that we proc multiple status effects at the same time. So it's pretty cool. Plus, we subsume Roar over his 4th ability. We use our 2nd ability after using Roar, and we just take care of enemies that are on the ground, because whenever you use Sandstorm, the enemies that are pulled in, they get like ragdolled, they get on the ground, and they are vulnerable to ground finishers. Why is that important? Because we're using Innodem. Primary, secondary weapons, just use whatever you want, but we're using the Innodem. Innodem is probably the best weapon for finishers, mostly because of the Incarnon evolutions. 60% more finisher damage, 20 combo on finishers, which is nice to have. And we also get 40% heavy attack efficiency for 40 seconds. We're also using Melee Crescendo to increase our combo count for the rest of the mission on finisher kills. It doesn't matter if you have an unranked one or a max rank one, you just need to kill more enemies if you have a lower rank arcane. That's pretty much the only difference. And this will stack up all the way to 12x multiplier, so just keep doing finishers, and you'll be fine. The build is pretty simple. We use whatever stance we like, whatever Tennokai we like. Then we are using Blood Rush and Sacrificial Steel to increase our crit chance by a lot, Quickening to increase attack speed and to gain some more combo count, Prime Pressure Point for more melee damage, Amalgam Organ Shatter for crit damage, and Heavy Attack Wind Up Speed. That means your heavy attacks will be faster. Vicious Frost and Virulent Scourge unranked to get viral, and Bald Skill to increase our slash damage. This way, the weapon has a higher chance of proccing slash on enemies, and that means that our elemental sandstorm that will copy this setup over here will also have a higher chance of proccing slash. And that is pretty much the build and the combo. Like, we use Innodem to proc slash, and elemental sandstorm will take that slash in and apply to more enemies in a higher radius. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So your usual rotation will be something around the lines of using your Tenno, Double Sling to get Madurai buffs, which are 40% power strength and 50% casting speed for your Warframe. And then, after doing that, we use Roar to buff our damage, Elemental Sensor to pull enemies in, and ground finish them. There we go. That's pretty much what you're gonna do. Once you get the Tennokai, you use it and deal heavy attack, and enemies just disappear. It's a very satisfying thing to do. You just go in, group enemies, and then just slash them to death. Even if you use heavy attacks, our combo won't go down that fast. Both thanks to melee crescendo, heavy attack efficiency that we have, and all the other stuff that we just built into the weapon. But yeah, there we go. It's a very simple build. You don't even need Roar. It's just to deal even more damage and see big numbers. And that's pretty much it. Again, you can use your 3 to get more armor. It's there. It's a free thing you can do. You get more armor. That means you have more survivability overall. But between your base armor and adaptation, you usually won't die. And again, you can just press 2 if you're in a bad situation and pretty much heal back to full HP in a second. And you're also immune to damage. So if someone is still shooting at you and not in the elemental sensor, there we go, you don't even take damage. Yeah, that is pretty much the build. As always, I'm going to add those 10 minutes of survival at the end. If you're interested, you can watch it. It's just to showcase the build in a realistic scenario and not in the Simulacrum, as everyone else does, because Simulacrum, yes, it's fun and all, but we usually play the game, not Simulacrum. So yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the build. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. I'm almost at 100 subscribers. Would be nice to reach it before the end of the month. Would be pretty cool, actually. And let me know if I should do something for 100 subscribers whenever I reach them. And yeah, I wish you guys the best of luck in Warframe. Great rest of the day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Nothing could have prepared me for the high stakes heartbreak that surrounds me. You want me, you won't let me go. So I burn slow. I can see you coming like a wildfire. I'm just the fuel, baby, you're the lighter. If I'm not careful, you'll burn right through my soul. Burning like a wildfire, dynamite. How will I know if I'm ready? The demons unleashed from your mind hold me steady. 'Cause you want me, you won't let me go. So I burn slow. I can see you coming like a wildfire. I'm just the fuel, baby, you're the lighter. If I'm not careful, you'll burn right through my soul. Burning like a wildfire. Careful, you'll burn right through my soul. Burning like a wildfire, dynamite. I'm just the fuel, baby, you're the lighter. If I'm not careful, burn right through my soul. Burning like a wildfire, dynamizer.
With you in the morning, a little love to feel more alive. I want these words to never be lonely. Let's make this night the time of our lives. I wanna rush with you in the morning, a little love to feel more alive. I want these words to never be lonely. Let's make this night the time of our lives. wanna go.